Hi guys, it's me Mila. Like and subscribe my 2 channels and let's get started. Okay, so I'm just going to go over a few things first. In my last video, I don't think it's on YouTube yet, but if it is, go check it out. Now I was talking about like not being a damsel in distress. Okay, so you know the Disney movies you've watched, when you were a little kid or right now or when you're an adult. What I'm saying is, don't be the damsel in distress in danger, because that's what Disney do. Princesses are like the damsel in distress, but over the course of time, things have changed. Like usually the boys are in distress and need someone to help them. So usually, of course of time, girls have been very strong and very confident and don't need a guy. Like Moana. If you haven't seen Moana, go check it out. I haven't seen it yet, but I probably will. So, like, there are like Mulan, Alice, Moana. I know there's a few that I'm not gonna mention, but so yeah, let's just, you don't need to be a damsel in distress, okay? You don't need to a Prince Charming to sweep you off your feet. Every girl wants that, but unfortunately that's not real life. Real life's more complicated than a Disney movie. So yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, you should be the ones sweeping the boys off their feet, because you usually see a wedding and usually the girl goes in, and usually, you don't need to be a damsel in distress. You need to be like the hero, the tough one. And we girls are very tough and powerful, We are like the bosses of the household. Not the boys, we are. Because we are in control, we have the kids, So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I think I've explained that very well to you guys. Okay. What else am I going to redo? Oh, right. Different people. Now, when I say different people, I mean not just... There are tons of different people out there. There are loud people. Soft people. You speak very soft, kind, and nurturing. There are very cruel people as well. But we're talking about differences, like different people. Some people don't get along with others, and I get it, because it's usually because of you're similar or your personality, or you just don't really connect. I've had that problem once before with, not with a friend, but just, in general, because some people want to be my friend. But, like I said, you get to choose your own friends. You're not forced to. I mean, some people are forced to, like my friend. She has a friend, and she's forced to be her best friend with her. Not forced, I mean, just, don't, So it's very hard for kids to, choose their own friends. And I've certainly chosen my friends. It's just, when someone's being... mean to you, and they tell you they tell you the truth and stuff, they say, oh, can we start over again? I don't know what to say to that, but just you don't have to be, okay, when someone says that, you don't have to be BFFs. Like, you don't have to go overboard. You don't have to be BFFs or overboard. Like, I have best friends, which are only 2 best friends of mine, but I have some friends who are not my best friends. So you can still have your best friends and have friends, but just you don't have to be best friends with them if you don't want to start over. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Because some people want to start over with me. Now I'm like, I'm not sure. So they're not my best friends, but the problem is they probably might think that, but, some people have different minds, some people have different heads, it's kind of compatible. But some people have different minds and brains, and, they probably think, I want to be best friends with her, and, I mean, one person thinks, she's not my best friend, she's not even my friend, like, some people are like that, but in actual fact, some people want to be your best friend, but tend to go a little overboard. Now, what do you mean by overboard? Well, let me explain. Overboard is like being not fussy, but friends can be fussy over you sometimes, but not a lot of friends. They just want to, it's like being, if you're a big star, if you are like a big fan of One Direction, it's like having a boy crazy crush on him. It's like having a girl crazy crush on a friend that you really like. And I'm very likable. That's the only problem with me. I'm very likable, and people out there might think you're likable too because, in certain terms. But saying that, you don't really, it's your choice. It's your choice, if you want to be best friends with her, even though she's crazy, and, go for it. But people, you should know that when I go for friends, right, this is only my opinion, you don't have to take it. When I go for my friends, I don't really look for the needy and attention, because some girls are very needy and attention, because I've met actually 2 of them one time, and they are both similar in many, many ways. Like, some people are hot, some people are cold, so, some people are actually sick in the head. Some people are crazy, some people, like, you know what I mean, just differences of friends and stuff. It's very all compatible, but at the same time, you can make your own friends. You don't need to be forced, because some friends can actually force you, but you don't need to be friends with someone just because they're needy and attention. But I don't go for those people, because I know better than that. Like, I don't go for needy and attention, and the only reason why I don't go for them is because, needy people just want your attention and want you. Just you. It's like a circle of friends, okay? So, what was I going to say? Oh, right. So, the reason why I don't go for needy and attention people is because they think they want you. They just want you. They're like spoiled brats a little. They just want you for themselves. And you're not. And you're not their controller. You're not your teacher or your mother or anything. I have that before. But what I'm trying to say is they just want you. They don't want anybody else. They just want you. And that's why I don't go for them, because, even though they are very nice people, very nice, but also they can be you don't know what they're like until you meet them. Like, I've met a lot of people that aren't my friends at all, because firstly they swear, secondly they're not my friends, and thirdly there was this girl at my school who really tried to be my friend, but I didn't buy it. And I've regretted that a lot of times, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care, because she wasn't worth nothing to me, okay? So if she was worth it to me, I would have been her friend, but she was so needy and so bossy and so over-controlling of others, and I didn't want that. Like, I don't like over-controlling people. I don't like bossiness, And she was very harsh as well with her voice and how she spoke, so, she called me a couple of names, but I'm not going to say them. But, let me just say this. If you want to make friends, go for, like, the more of the, choose your friends. Don't choose the attention needy ones. Choose your friends, Those needy and attention ones will have, like, heaps of friends. They just want you for themselves, and you're not you for themselves. Because if they done you wrong, then don't be your friend, If someone wants to start over, just say to them, don't say happily okay. Because, it's at school, right? They might want you for themselves, and you're trying to hang out with your other friends, and it's kind of hard. So needy people and attention people, just don't be their friends, because the only things they need is you. They just want you. They all think about you. It's like having a boy crazy crush. So just don't go for those girls, because they're just, I don't know, they're just very needyless and attention and just want you for themselves. And I've experienced that myself. Because, what else? I think I've explained that to you very clearly, right? Yeah, I have. Okay. We're going to go on something new, but I'm just going to update some few things, okay? Mean Girls, okay? Now, there's a little story that I want to tell you. This happened, not with me, but with my mum. So, when you go to high school, you know, you don't want to be set up by tricksters or mean girls. I'm actually talking about Mean Girls, but this is just an update one, okay? So, Mean Girls, do not ever be a friend with a mean girl, because I know it sounds a little endearing because you might be popular, the boys will like you more. Just don't do it, you know. If you do, this is actually true. If you do, they just, you know, they just sit around and look all sexy and stuff in their short skirts and their short bras or whatever it's called. But they just sit around, talk about boys. Like, you know, who needs to hear about boys every day, you know? Those girls are just wrong, you know? They shouldn't be talking about boys. They should be talking about something else. Like, right, like I, for one, I am not crazy. Boy crazy. But I know there are some people out there who are very boy crazy. And girls out there, you don't need to be boy crazy, okay? Because that just gets you in a lot of trouble. Not in a lot of trouble, but what I'm saying is don't go boy crazy, you know? Talk about something else. Talk about, like, you know, your life and your family, you know? I've got more things to do than talk about boys all day, but those girls are just, you know, they're just, I'm sorry, but they're bitches, you know? They're mean girls, you know? They have nothing